Hi, are you a woman over 50 or 60 and trying to navigate online dating? Online dating can be very fun and exciting, but it can also be full of a lot of red flags that you need to watch out for. I've been using the dating apps for several years now, being a single woman over 50. So I wanted to share my experiences, and if I can save you from one bad date or scammer, it's certainly worth it. In this video, I'll share my top 10 red flags, from over-the-top flattery to refusing video calls. These are some of the warning signs that can save you time, heartache, and even protect you from scammers. So let's get to it. Number one, they have their status as widower. While some men are truly widowers, scammers often use this because it tugs at the heartstring and makes you feel compassion right away. It's a built-in sympathy card. Many times they'll pair this with being lonely or still grieving. A real widower might share this, but he's not going to lean on this for his opening line or emotional hook. I don't know how many times lately where I get likes on these dating websites, and it's usually a guy, and he's like 10 years younger than me, really good looking, and then um, I think to myself, okay, I bet he's a widower. Sure enough, his status is widower. These scammers like to go after older women. A lot of times when this happens, like if I do have any communication with them and I'm kind of skeptical, then it seems like, a week or two later, I get a notification from the dating site that they removed his profile for unethical behavior or whatever the reason they give is. So yeah, that's always a red flag. Number two, it appears that all their pictures are in a foreign country and none of them look local. Be cautious if their photos are always showing them traveling to all these exotic places or in military uniforms overseas. Often scammers use stolen images from social media or stock photos. If you can't even see one picture that was taken in an everyday setting like a restaurant or around town, that's suspicious. Number three, they respond back to your messages in the middle of the night. For example, if they're supposedly in the same time zone as you, but you're getting messages at 2 or 3 in the morning, that's a clue that they could be overseas. Or they could be hiding their dating life from a partner or a spouse. Either way, consistency in timing tells you a lot. Now, it could be that, they work night shift or, they have insomnia and they're up a lot during the middle of the night. But but that is a red flag, so just keep that in mind. Number four, they ask you to move the conversation offline, but they don't want to give you their phone number first. If they want to push to email, WhatsApp, or text, but they hesitate to give you their phone number first, a genuine person doesn't have a problem giving you their contact information. Scammers prefer private apps because it's harder for the dating app to track or shut down their profile. Whenever someone asks me to move it offline and they want to exchange phone numbers, I always want them to give me their phone number first. I never give mine out first. And the reason is because I will take their phone number and I'll just Google it. And a lot of times you can find out a lot about the person by just Googling their phone number. Sometimes their name will show up. It will put, their address, where they live. I mean, sometimes you can get information from Google on that, and sometimes not much shows up. But I always just kind of like to do that. And that's why I never give someone my phone number first. Not too long ago, I had someone ask me for my phone number because they wanted to take it offline. And I said, give me your phone number and I'll text you tomorrow. And then I never heard from them again. So that was obviously a red flag, and then they just disappeared. So never give your phone number first. Number five, extreme flattery right away. I can't believe you're single, or you have the most amazing eyes I've ever seen. Over-the-top compliments are usually a red flag. It sounds nice, but too much too soon is usually fake. Number six, they live far away, but they say love has no distance. This is one of the biggest traps. Scammers often claim to be working out of state or working overseas, but will profess an underlying love anyway. The distance doesn't matter line is a setup for excuses later, like why they can't meet you in person, or when they suddenly want you to send them money so they can come visit. Number seven, they avoid video calls. They'll say their camera is broken, or they don't have a good internet connection, or they just don't like being on video. A real person who's serious will eventually want to meet you face to face, even if it's just a quick call. Avoidance probably means the photos aren't theirs. Number 8, their profile is very generic or has very little information. Watch out for profiles that just say looking for love, or I'm a good man seeking a good woman, and that's all they say. Scammers often paste generic bios. A genuine person usually shares more information about themselves, including their hobbies, interests, or something specific about them. Number 9, they bring up money problems too soon. It might not be direct at first. Sometimes it's some sob story about their child being sick or a business deal that went bad or needing money to travel to see you. The moment finances or sympathy stories enter the picture, it's a giant red flag. Number 10, they fall in love way too fast. Within a few days or weeks, they're telling you they've never felt this way before, calling you my queen or my soulmate. And that's usually love bombing. Real relationships take time to build. Scammers rush the emotional connection to make you trust them quickly. And here's 2 bonus red flags. Number 11, they avoid answering direct questions. If you ask them something simple like what part of town do you live in? Or what's your favorite restaurant nearby? And they dodge the question or give you kind of vague answers, that's usually a red flag. Genuine people can answer things about their life without hesitation. Scammers, on the other hand, keep things fuzzy or generic in order from slipping up in the future. Number 12, their stories don't add up. Pay close attention to details that change. Maybe they first say they're from Texas, but later tell you a story about when they grew up in New York. Or their job title might sound impressive, but when you ask them for more details, it doesn't quite add up. Inconsistencies in their stories is one of the biggest red flags that the person isn't being honest. So those are my top online dating red flags. Remember, trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it's probably not. So if you have another red flag that I didn't mention, please share in the comments. It might be helpful to others who are trying to navigate online dating. Thank you and take care.